Why are you stuck in your business, your career, in knowing what you want to do next? Well, I'm recording a series of videos on the topic, and you can find them all in a playlist. Well, all as I add them, as I publish, I add them to the same playlist, and I also have a page on my website, repurposeyourpurpose.com, so you can find the whole series. All right, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So today I want to talk about what if you're stuck because of a really dysfunctional workplace. I mean, let's face it, so many interpersonal dynamics at work are a complete shit show. Yes, I said that because that's really what they are. Okay. Let's look at some things. First of all, when uh, as in the United States, okay, your health insurance depends on your job. Your rent depends on your job, and there, you can be evicted the moment you miss a payment really quickly. Um, of course, food and all this other stuff depends on the salary you make. You might not even have savings, as a lot of Americans don't have savings. So there's a lot there already of survival energy that if we don't learn to deal with ourselves, is present, right, in any conversation at work, in any dynamic. Again, it doesn't have to. If you can really work on yourself, you can work on these things, but the less aware somebody is, the more the survival energy takes over. Okay. And same thing for the person managing you. They're in the same situation. They just make more money and have maybe more responsibility. So why am I mentioning this? Because, the more we feel insecure or scared or threatened or unsafe, the easier it is to become reactive. Okay. And I don't know anybody who is better when reactive. Okay, maybe the people pleasers, but then they become inauthentic. So there you go. Um, so we all, when we're reactive, we all then start. It's like we do things that when we feel good and safe and supported, and we're in a trusted, safe place, we wouldn't do. Like for some people, they get aggressive. Some people get passive aggressive. Some people become inauthentic. Some people go on the attack or become manipulative. Some people get really down on themselves day after day. So there are all sorts of things that can happen. So now you put a situation, a company, or even a nonprofit, where the level of awareness in general is low, or the level of the person at the top is low, and you see a cascade of reactions that happen. Okay, so why would this keep you stuck? Well, first of all, if you're somebody who tends to always think, what can I do to be better? I should be more understanding. It's not good to blame other people. What can I do to help? All that kind of stuff. And then you're put in a situation where there's dysfunctional reactive behavior due to a lack of awareness of the effect of stress and survival energy. Well, good luck. You might get stuck literally constantly trying to solve a problem that's not yours to solve, right? And this is, I think, also the big thing, is that we really have to recognize what is something that we can have an impact on and solve versus what is something that we cannot. Okay. So if you're the leader of an organization, it is absolutely imperative that you work with somebody, especially a coach, on your own self-awareness. I mean, I cannot stress this enough, because whatever you do has a bigger impact on the whole team than what other people, the lower you go in the chain of commands, the more you're or the higher you go in the chain of commands, the more important it is. It really has a big effect. But even if you're like entry level, super new, very young, you still need to deepen your awareness and understand your own, how do you say, what you bring to the table. Okay. So if you don't understand that, and you yourself have dysfunctional behavior, and you don't understand that maybe your boss is not micromanaging you because they're a bad boss, but something you're doing is causing then from them a micromanaging reaction and so forth, and now you're all caught up in the spiral, you're getting stuck because you're not building the positive relationships, that will help you later grow your career. Or again, you might keep trying to fix things, or being in the same, you quit this job, another one where it's still the same bad environment and so forth. So dysfunctional dynamics at work are huge. It's a huge topic. Okay, so it has to do with, first of all, survival energy. This stuff, I really think we in the United States massively, massively underestimate. The second thing that might cause it is trauma. I have another video about, recognizing your trauma and getting help. I don't do that work, but very important. A lot of us carry trauma. You put us all in the same team and under the wrong circumstances, and there's a lot that can happen there that triggers people. Things like a culture of domination. Okay, we live in a culture of domination. It's a culture that openly and sometimes very indirectly tells you that it's good to assert yourself, dominate, make people do what you want them to do. I mean, this stuff is baked in the culture, okay? And we do not even realize how we carry that then at work. And how do you feel when somebody wants you to do something against your will? Like, it does not feel good. It's not good, right? And yet at work, many times there's all sorts of behaviors that we tolerate, and we even think like, oh, it's business. Well, maybe we need to stop thinking that way. And another one of the dysfunctional relationships is how it's sort of like we sometimes, not, every culture is a little bit different, but sometimes again it's like we disconnect from our humanity. Like some people can really do this thing where they can have some pretty horrible behaviors at work that they really wouldn't have in real life, but somehow, again, because it's business, they feel justified. They're very transactional. It's not relational. So, there's probably more here that I can think of, but paying attention to this, are you stuck because you're in an environment that has a lot of dysfunctionality in the relational dynamics of the team? Are you getting stuck because of your own dysfunctional behavior that maybe you need to learn about and let go of? So that's another reason. All right, check back for more videos. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget, you find the whole list at repurposeyourpurpose.com.